purposes.
Look, it was something where we didn't know we were going to come here or not. Look, it's $150,000 entry fee, and it's a big chunk of change. You know, you don't come here for the free lunch for $150,000, and we kind of went back and forth. Weren't sure what we were going to do, and you know, probably we're leaning towards not coming actually. And the horse just kind of came out of the Lukas Classic and was training so well and just kind of in the bit and really, really aggressive. And he just seems like he's getting better. He's thriving. With the more you throw at him, the more he kind of wants to do. And kind of with the way the schedule works out, going to Dubai next year for Maktoum Challenge Round 2 in January and the Dubai World Cup in March, it didn't make sense to have a 4-month break from the Lukas Classic into Maktoum Challenge. So here, you run the Breeders' Cup Classic, and then you have a perfect window into Maktoum Challenge Round 2. Go a mile and a quarter. You test yourself. You see where you are. Obviously, the winner of the Dubai World Cup from last year's in this race. You have a lot of nice Americans, nice 3-year-olds, you know, horses that you would think would consider going to the Dubai World Cup next year. So you kind of get an idea of what you have to do, where you need to be, how many lengths you have to improve. But, I mean, that being said, I mean, we think he's blossoming at the right time. The reason why we went after him, the reason why we purchased him was because we saw a horse that was on the improve. You know, it's very difficult to buy horses after they win a race. When they win a race, then they're worth $10 million, $12 million, whatever it is. You know, but he was a horse that his Ghost Zapper win was really, really nice. And if you went back, you can go back to even when he ran the Pennsylvania Derby the year before, like, he just tries. He always shows up. He's one of them blue-collar horses that kind of bring your lunchbox to work and just always runs an honest effort. And, you know, we thought even his run in the Suburban when he was kind of pace compromised, running second to charge it, we thought it was good, but thought, like, there was room to grow from there. And we were able to get the deal done and took him to the Jockey Club Gold Cup. Really, you know, the thing with the Jockey Club Gold Cup more than anything was, look, it's $1 million race. Let's see where we're at in this situation. And look, he went 12 wide into a stretch, which was a paceless race because, you know, we thought the first quarter was fast, and it turned out a pigeon tripped the timer. So really, they didn't go fast at all. They went the first 3 quarters in 1:14, going a mile and a quarter. It's impossible from where we were positioned. And you know, Irad kind of got forced out really, really wide. We were about 11 wide in the stretch, and he had the fastest last quarter in the race, the fastest sheet number in the race, everything else. So, you know, all signs pointed to us like he ran a really good race, only beaten 2.5 lengths, beat a nose for third, you know, in a grade $1 million race. So at that point, it was, you know, press on or go to quarantine. And, you know, again, same thing, showed us the signs. We just kind of played off of him. You know, our goal all along, you know, for Sheikh is to get him to the Dubai World Cup. You know, whatever that avenue is and the best route for that was going to be up to him, and he would kind of lay out the roadmap for it. And, you know, it took us to the Lukas Classic knowing that there were 3 races that day, and they were all the same distance, which is, you know, as a handicapper, it's a dream because you can handicap the races and figure out which kind of best plays to your abilities. And there was a lot of speed in the race, and, you know, sometimes you draw up a game plan and it works, sometimes you don't. And this one, it worked. They went really fast, and we got the pace we needed. I thought Christian Torres gave him a great ride. He's a good up-and-coming jockey, and, you know, it worked out for us. And again, it was the same thing where, do you move forward or do you go to quarantine? And again, he came out of it so well that, you know, I hopped on a plane. I booked a ticket the day before. I sat in the last row in the middle. That's how badly I wanted to run in this race. And you know, we met with Sheikh Rashid and his team at the Palace in Ajman, and, you know, we kind of talked about things and, you know, what our plan was for him now, for the future, and did it make sense? Is this are we here to be here to have the Breeders' Cup experience? And we're not. You know, we're here, you know, with a task in mind and a job in mind. And again, just like the Lukas Classic, when we handicap the race, we feel like there's a lot of speed signed up in here. I mean, Bob Baffert loves speed, and we're at his home track. So if Arabian Night's not first, then something's wrong early on in the race. And Brad Cox's horse, Saudi Crown, doing really, really well. I saw the Breeze video of last week when he was with Mataraya and just kind of really on the engine, on the go. And White Barrio hasn't run in 92 days. He went wire to wire in the Whitney, so you got to figure, you know, he's going to be a fresh horse. So you just figure that there's enough kind of early speed in there. Again, look, this is a tough track to close on. We know that. We had biscuits here, but it's something that we're going to have confidence in, that they're going to go fast, and hopefully we can work out the right trip.
Will Christian ride him back?
Tyler Guthlion's going to ride him. Tyler's going to ride him. He won the Get Off a Mile for us earlier this year with Isolate. He's 1-for-1 in our colors. I've had a lot of experience with him. You know, I put him on his first Breeders' Cup Classic horse with Mind Your Biscuits. One of his first horses he ever rode. He won his first stake race for me. So me and Tyler have a lot of history together.